Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another chapter review of the Dragon Ball Super Manga. Now, I will be reviewing chapter 66 today. I know there was a lot of leaks days ago, but I wanted to wait till we got the actual translations and we had all the information before making this video, because I wanted just to summarize chapter 66 essentially in one video. So I'm going to try my best to do that right now. So first and foremost, I want to thank DragonballHype on Twitter for sharing this information and making it public for everybody to read before the actual chapter comes out. Now, the title of chapter 66 is Planet Eater Moro. Now, as we saw in chapter 65 towards the end, Moro fuses with the Earth. And that is a big problem for our heroes, as we stated that they have to take care of Moro now. Because essentially, if you destroy Moro, you destroy the Earth since they're fused. Now, my theory was that Vegeta was going to take a big role in this, using his spirit separation technique to pretty much get Moro out of the Earth and have Goku defeat him, or whoever's going to defeat him, because at this point we just don't know. But it was safe to assume that Goku was going to be the one to defeat him again. Now, you guys know my biggest gripe with this arc is that it felt like Vegeta needed to get this W, and that they were finally going to push him forward to defeat Moro, defeat a main villain. But as the chapter progressed, we quickly saw that this was not going to be the case yet again. That isn't to say that he took a big part in defeating Moro in this chapter, and I will get to that, because I mean, it was good. It wasn't what I wanted, but at least he helped. So there's that. Now, at the beginning of this chapter, thanks to the translations, we now know that the Z fighters are all recovered, and they noticed the drastic change in the planet Earth. Everyone starts to feel their body get really heavy, and something's just not right. Vegeta quickly realizes what is going on, and he realizes that Moro is absorbing people's energy just by standing on the ground, since he is part of the Earth now. Moro is a raving lunatic at this point, and he believes that he is absorbing everyone's energy on the planet Earth. All while Goku is still trying to attack this guy, and Moro is just coming at him with all he's got. At this point also, we see Beerus saying enough is enough, and he's going to get involved in the battle. But before he could get involved in the battle, which would have been awesome to see, by the way, but we all knew eventually it wasn't going to happen. At the end of the day, it just wasn't going to happen, because they've teased us before with Beerus getting involved, and we just haven't gotten it. Maybe one day we'll see Beerus' full power. I'm very confident that one day we will see it. As strong as our heroes are getting, it's inevitable that they're going to have another like little scuffle fight, or maybe a villain will come around that's just way too powerful for our heroes, and Beerus is going to have to get involved. But for now, he's about to get involved, and then he's called upon by the Grand Priest, so him and Whis take off, and that's that. Before they can leave though, Whis tells Goku that he has to end this quick, and the only way he can do it is to break that jewel in the middle of Moro's forehead. But with this information given, it's still not a guarantee that this is going to happen, because as Moro is attacking Goku and becoming stronger by absorbing everyone's energy, that jewel starts to sink inside of his forehead, making it very hard to break. Vegeta, being the brilliant fighter that he is, tells Goku to move aside, and he starts punching the Earth. And with all these punches, he's essentially hurting Moro. And as he's hurting Moro with these punches, the crystal in the middle of his forehead starts to come out slowly. And that's when Vegeta tells Goku to stop wasting time and break that crystal. To read directly from the translations, he storms towards Moro, avoiding his arms, and even forces his way through several hands just before reaching the crystal. He gets stuck and loses power. Vegeta admits that he reaches his limit as Moro's energy absorption exceeds his ability of tearing off spirits. Goku gets frustrated as he cannot do what Beerus could, and that his god power isn't enough yet. Jocko realizes god power, divine power, and it clicks. He tells Kuririn, which is Krillin, that he leaves him alone for a moment and flies away. Meanwhile, Goku, hanging in Moro's hands, even transforms back to normal. So at this point, Goku has lost Ultra Instinct, and it seems like he doesn't have enough energy to even transform into Blue. So if he can't transform into Blue or Ultra Instinct, then that's going to be an issue. Moro might win this one, but it's Dragon Ball, and we know he won't, so. Vegeta gets frustrated and notices that Piccolo, Gohan, Yamcha, Tien, and Chaozu arrive. Piccolo asks him if he can do the opposite of Force Spirit Fission. With Vegeta being surprised, Piccolo asks more clearly if Vegeta can collect their ki and send it to Goku. So essentially, Vegeta is now tasked with collecting the fighter's energy, and maybe even possibly the energy of others, to send to Goku so he can finally transform back into Ultra Instinct and finish the job. Vegeta confirms, "I can, as it is the same principle." Vegeta agrees to the plan and collects all the energy of the Dragon team. Then Piccolo telepathically contacts Dende, asking if he can collect and send the key of the people at the lookout to down to Earth. Everyone agrees. Goten and Trunks could hear Piccolo's voice as well and also send their energy. The energy arrives and Vegeta forms it to a ball. So he's essentially forming like a spirit bomb, and essentially that's what it is. It's a spirit bomb, but Vegeta's using it. So does that mean that now Vegeta has the ability to create a spirit bomb? So now he has instant transmission and he has the spirit bomb. So that's kind of cool, but Vegeta's is a little different since he's actually using a different technique taught by the Yardrats that wasn't taught to Goku. So it's a very unique form of a spirit bomb, I guess you could say. I don't know at this point. Vegeta also adds his own ki to it and fires it to Goku, who gets powered up and fights his way through Moro's arms. Once again, but again, he gets stuck and also couldn't transform further than blue. So even with this energy, it's not enough. So they're going to have to find another way to get Goku the energy he needs to finish this fight. I'm a little disappointed because once again, it is the Goku show. Goku is the main character, but I was kind of hoping in this arc that they would change it up to give us something more refreshing, to have somebody else take the reins and get the W. But essentially, it's the same recycled Goku show where he can't do it on his own and he needs help. Now, I know a lot of Goku fans are going to hate me for saying this, but essentially it's true. Goku's never really defeated a foe on his own. He's always had to get energy or help from somebody, and it's kind of played out at this point. I was kind of hoping that maybe Ultra Instinct would have been enough if it had to be the Goku show, and I was also really hoping that Vegeta would walk away with this W using his new learned powers, but it seems that he's just a help like he was in the Cell Saga, like he was in the Kid Buu Saga. It's just kind of disappointing, to be honest, in my opinion, of course. So they have to find this energy from somewhere. Where are they going to get this energy? Well, this twist was insanely surprising to me. I don't think anybody saw this coming, and to me it's kind of a, excuse my language, but an ass pull at this point. This is kind of a cool thing to bring the story forward and get it caught up to the end of Z, but I just feel they could have done it in a different way. This just felt like Toyotaro was making up for such terrible writing in the past few chapters. But Bulma wonders if Dende means that normal ki isn't enough here. Then Jaco arrives and asks where Buu is, as his power is necessary now since Buu has divine energy. Bulma answers that he is sleeping inside. Down on Earth, Moro keeps squeezing Goku in his hands, who apologizes and admits it was all his fault. Well, yeah, it was your fault. You gave the biggest villain in Dragon Ball so far a senzu bean and allowed him to recover 100%. It's definitely your fault. Now, will Goku learn from his mistakes? I'm going to go ahead and say no. Because if he didn't learn back in the Cell Saga, or any other time that he helped a villain, he's not going to learn in the future. It's just not going to happen. Goku's Goku. He's a little dumb. Now this is what I'm talking about, and this is where it gets interesting. No one saw this coming. Then, to everyone's surprise, suddenly a gigantic energy ball appears. Goku feels that it's divine power, but from who? We see the Dai Kaioshin helping Oob. Yeah, Oob. Out of nowhere. At this point, Oob doesn't know who anyone is. Oob is just a villager somewhere. He doesn't know Goku. He doesn't know any of the Z fighters. He hasn't trained to fight, so Oob is just a no one. But apparently, the Kaioshin, of course, knows that Oob is a reincarnation of Kid Buu. But to just pull it out of nowhere in this last chapter is just... to me, it just didn't sit well. I know a lot of people would think it's cool. I personally think that they should have introduced Oob a little bit later on, in the right way. This just feels kind of like an ass pull at this point, and it just doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. The Dai Kaioshin helping Oob to raise his hand towards the sky to send energy. On the lookout, Dende realizes that the Dai Kaioshin's divine power was inherited by the evil half of Buu after all, meaning that Oob, as his reincarnation, possesses that power now. Bulma and Mr. Satan have no idea what all that means. Oob tells the Dai Kaioshin that he doesn't really understand, but asks if he is doing it correctly. Dai Kaioshin answers, "Yes, thank you, and sorry for so suddenly." Meanwhile, Vegeta takes the energy ball, not knowing where it's from, fires it at Goku, ordering him to get back to Ultra Instinct. Goku takes it and returns back to his silver-haired form. Seemingly, he creates a gigantic body out of ki to reach Moro's size and pushes him down. This is another ass pull in my opinion. Now, I know it's stated that the Yardrats also taught this gigantic form at one point, but to me, for Goku to pull it out now is another ass pull and just doesn't work. I'm sorry, like this whole arc went downhill real quick for me, and I'm a massive fan of Dragon Ball, but this just I think I've just been waiting along with a lot of people for this arc to end, and the way it's ending is just very disappointing to me. Like there are cool elements, but too many ass pulls, and it's just bad at this point. I'm sorry. Then Goku's real body inside the ki, which is in his forehead, aims for the crystal, hits it, and it cracks, which makes Whis smile, noticing it in far distance. Moro's body breaks into pieces and explodes. Buried under stones, everyone gets up again, wondering if it was enough. Piccolo points towards the crater with Goku standing there alone, who smiles and gives a thumbs up, suggesting they won. So that's it. That's it for Moro, and that's how he was defeated. In my opinion, it could have been more exciting. It was a little anticlimactic, a little bit of a letdown. It would have been cool to incorporate Boo a little bit more. Some kind of weird, crazy fusion, something we've never seen before would have been cool. Giving Vegeta the W would have been cool. But at long last, it seems that the Moro arc has come to an end. I, for one, kind of disappointed. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but yeah, it could have been better. I'm sorry. But there is one more chapter left in this series, and that's just pretty much going to tie everything together. It's probably going to be filler, and then where do we go from here? Only time will tell. But guys, let me know what you thought about this arc and this chapter in the comments below. Were you as disappointed in this arc and the way that Moro was defeated as I am, or am I just overreacting and it was pretty cool? Welcome to your opinions. Leave them in the comments below. That's all I got for you guys today. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell so you're notified every time I drop a brand new video. Wash your hands, be kind to each other, and I'll see you on the next one. Who knows where we go from here. Alright, peace.